Hey everybody, Brittany Bud coming at you guys live tonight to share with you some of my quick tips if you are brand new starting out and trying to create a brand for yourself. So for those of you that do not know me, my name is Brittany Bud and I empower women to build confidence and create success by giving them the tools and resources they need to elevate their minds and elevate their lives. So, I have pink hair, and that kind of made people automatically think that I have a brand. Just because I have pink hair, it made me very noticeable when I'm out in public. People will stop me in the store and say, hey, do I know you? You're very familiar to me. I think I've seen you on Facebook. It's all the pink hair. But that's not, you don't have to just dye your hair a crazy color in order to create a brand, right? So when I get a lot of questions about brand creation and how do I start and where do I start and what do I do, and there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of work to be done when creating a brand, but some quick tips for you guys if you're brand new starting out. One of the main things that I like to tell people is think of some words that you want people to associate with you when they hear it. So like positivity. I do a lot of Facebook Lives, so when people talk about Facebook Lives, I generally come to mind for them. And you want, pick a few words that you want to emulate. If someone says these words, you want people to go, oh, do you know what? I know the perfect person for what you're looking for, my friend. And then you want them, obviously, to say you. So find a few words that you want to emulate, you want your brand to perceive, right? Another thing is, when we're branding, it's all on social media, right? Doesn't matter if you're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. It does not matter what social media platform you are on. It's really hard, you guys, and this is such a huge thing that I want to share and emphasize with you guys. It's so hard not to get caught up in social media drama. So a big one right now is pro-life and pro-choice, or vaccinations or anti-vaxxers. These are types of political issues that are kind of going on. If you are trying to create a positive brand for yourself, it's really important that you do not engage with this stuff. Political posts, anything that's controversial that's going around that has people divided and has people picking sides, it's so important, you guys, do not engage in it. Because then you'll be isolating an entire group of people that don't have the same core beliefs that you have. And, that's okay. We don't all have to agree about everything all the time. But when you're branding yourself and you are trying to create a vision that people will think of when they see you, being a pot stirrer maybe isn't the best thing to have people thinking about. Another one is airing your dirty laundry. This is such a huge... There's a fine line, you guys. This is where a lot of people that are trying to create a brand struggle. And it's so important. Yeah, your mess is your message and your tests are your testimony, but there is a fine line, you guys, between what you should share and what you should not share. So if you are airing your dirty laundry, it's okay to share some of your mess. The number one tip that I have for you, and this is my last tip on quick tips for creating your brand, the number one tip that I have for you is if you're going to share your mess and you're going to share your tests, make sure that by the end of your post or your video or your message, you've gotten to the message. You've gotten to the testimony. Yeah, I'm going through this, that, the other thing. It feels like life is dumping a truck of poop on me, but I'm gonna overcome it. I'm working on this to get past it. Tomorrow's a new day. It's gonna be brighter, better, and amazing. if you're gonna share the mess, make sure you share the message by the time you're finished. If you're gonna share your tests, make sure you share your testimony by the time you get to the end of it. Otherwise, it's just kind of a sad story, right? And yeah, we all have them. We all have crappy things that are happening in our lives. Do not get me wrong here, you guys. But if you're trying to create a brand and you're trying to pose yourself as a leader, a mentor, a coach, whatever, you need to show your audience, show your followers that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so that's like the number one thing that I find people struggle with when they're creating their brands. They're sharing just the mess and there's no message. They're sharing just their tests. There's no testimony. It's just the mess. Share the message, you guys. So my top 3 things: share your message when you share your mess. Share your testimony when you share your tests. Now I forget what they were. Think of some words that you want people to associate with you. You know, be authentic. And just be yourself. Don't get into political and social debates. Those are a no-no. Don't do it. You're allowed to have views. I'm not saying you can't share your views, but you can't share your views. All right, you guys. I hope you have an amazing night. If you enjoyed this, feel free to share it with a friend. If you have questions or you want me to clarify, I'm going to be sharing some more stuff Friday for my free tips or free coaching Friday. I'm going to be talking about red oceans and blue oceans, so make sure you tune in for that. Feel free to tag a friend if they are starting out as trying to brand themselves. Feel free to tag them. Feel free to share it. I hope you guys have an amazing night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night.